What's up, everybody? Joe White here. God, I gotta shave. I'm sitting here in Arkansas today, off of Highway 49, just south of Bentonville, or actually Fayetteville. Hey, isn't Boogie 2988 from Fayetteville? I don't know. Anyway, I decided to watch or read some mean comments that have been directed toward me in my videos, or just comments in general. If they're good ones, I'll read those too. This one was published 21 hours ago by Michael Clark, and this was on the video where I watched the MTV documentary True Life, I'm a Pro Wrestler. And Michael Clark writes, I could put up with this dork being a baboon just to see this documentary since it's literally nowhere else. You're welcome. Dork and not baboon. Buffoon. Sorry, I can't even read today. I could put up with this dork being a buffoon just to see the documentary since it's literally nowhere else. I've heard that a lot about that video. It's a Let's Watch video. It's called Joe Watches True Life, I'm a Pro Wrestler. Did you not expect me to talk over it? Did you not expect me to give my thoughts on it? If you don't like the fact I'm talking over the documentary, don't watch. Driving a truck for WWE. This is my most watched video and my most commented video. This video was made way back in, I want to say, like 2011, 2012. It was when I was in Kinley, North Carolina, and it was WrestleMania week. I want to say it was the WrestleMania where Ric Flair retired, and the WWE trucks just happened to visit the same truck stop I was at. I went in, I asked one of the guys who drove for WWE. Actually, they drive for a company called Stage Call. And I basically relayed what he said. A lot of people got mad at the video. A lot of people, one of the driver's wives actually got really mad because I was sharing information that I shouldn't be sharing and all this stuff. But I have a couple of the comments here from this video. One guy says, drive concert trucks. Honestly, I don't want to go into cities. I would hate to drive into a major city like that and try to back into a venue. It's no. The logical one, at this point, I really don't see them planning their routes so far in advance. Yes, I know there's always variables, but WWE has been touring across the country for over 30 years and typically do tours in each region. If the drivers are worth their weight, by this point, they probably have the routes memorized. Yeah, you're right about that. A few more replies here. Justin Johnston replies to that comment. When I was there, we had our dates 90 days in advance where we had to be. Somebody asks, why don't you work there anymore? The logical one. He goes, and then Justin goes, 12 years of working in the entertainment business, I simply ran into burnout like a lot of guys and wanted a life besides looking at sports arenas and other venues. I got burnt out on the trucking business very, very, very early. I started back in 2018, and by the end of 2019, I was burnt out like you wouldn't believe. So I took the last winter off and started back again in February. And it's also why I only run in the South. It's a main reason why I only run in the South, because I get to go home more often and I don't have to go up north. The logical one also put on there, $110 a day isn't a lot of money. It's not now. Pay scale has been changed, says Justin Johnson. So I want to thank you guys both, for all of these guys, for commenting on this video. There's a lot of comments on that video that maybe one day I'll read. Grand Theft Auto 5, time to break Brad out of jail. Donta Baker, 3 months ago, goes break God, I can't read. Break Brad out of Bolingbrook Penitentiary. Whatever that means. Here's a good one. I did a reaction to the Glenn Beck trucking video where Glenn Beck talks a little bit about the trucking industry and if it was to shut down, what would happen to the country. Trucker Ron, in response to a video, great video. Automatic transmissions for the most part are in fleet trucks. The majority of owner-operators are still running manual transmissions to this day. Large companies such as Crete, which is the one I work for, are once again purchasing manuals because drivers are demanding it. Why, I don't know. If you guys want to bust your knees up to the point where you guys are limping around parking lots, go ahead. They'd rather purchase manuals than lose good drivers. And I replied that I love my automatic. I have bone spurs in both my knees. In fact, I'm going to have to need partial knee replacements in both knees. And automatic trucks have actually saved my life. When I first got back into it in 2018, my knees were a lot worse than when I came off the road in 2013. And if the first month that I got back into it, they put me with a guy who had a manual transmission. He had a 10-speed Peterbilt. And by the time that month was over, it killed my knee. I mean, my left knee was an absolute wreck. And that's the good knee. The good knee is the left knee. I will not go back to a manual transmission ever. If I have to go back to a manual transmission, before I get my knees replaced, which I plan on getting the right one replaced later this year, if the doctors are going to do it or can do it. But we'll see how it goes after the knee replacements. But I would rather not go back to a manual. From the Pillow to Post episode from January 1st of this year, Dashing David replies, thanks for the mention. No problem. You're welcome. The XFL press conference reaction, CX Tyler said only a few weeks away. Well, we know how that turned out. This one has gotten a lot of fucking comments here. This was about how the British fans... I think I'm going to go ahead and read all these comments if it'll let me. Yeah, okay. And this is not the only one where it got a lot of comments here. This was where I was talking about how the British fans ruined NXT TakeOver Cardiff. Tom Aff writes, I was there, and Jesus Christ, the crowd made the match even more incredible than it already was. Young CW tells my bald ass to shut up. He says, shut up, Baldy. Okay, that's creative. YDO goes, you lost the argument when you called it soccer, and at least the crowd isn't dead as all the Yank crowds you've been in. I've been in some pretty goddamn good crowds. I can honestly tell you that I've never been a part of a crowd, at least when I was going to, can you imagine if CWF Mid-Atlantic started going, Trevor, it would be so stupid. I'm sorry, I miss wrestling fans. I miss wrestling crowds right now as far as TV goes. But I do not miss the British wrestling crowds. I do not miss the AEW crowds with the stupid soccer chants and the stupid songs and the beach balls. That I don't miss. That can stay gone forever. British Found Sound... Punisher Thunder is in agreement with me. He says, British fans sound so stupid singing all the time. I agree. Rossi LCFC 1993 goes, we did not ruin that match with chance at least. Well, where is it? Okay, it disappeared. We did not ruin that match with chance, but at least we, the UK fans, are creative and try to motivate Tyler Bate, unlike stupid Americans with one type of chant. And the UK fans create atmosphere in the arena. It's not your job to create atmosphere in an arena. It's not your job to come up with creative stuff. You're there to watch the creative stuff, and you're there to be in and soak up the atmosphere that is already created by the company and the wrestlers. We may be British fucks, but we're proud of that, and he calls me a prick. Matthew Smith, we are the best fans. Shut up, you bellend. Whatever a bellend is. Let's see here. There's more here of Callum Smith, Tyler, and then he goes, U.S. fans, wank, wank, U.S. fans, wank, wank, wank. Some of these are actually funny. Jack Drysdale, are you on crack? And he spells crack C-R-A-I-C. Is that some form of British crack that I don't know? Here we go. Daniel Pepper. Look at this big, dumb, fat, baldy fucker trying to have a go at fans that are enjoying his show. You are an absolute dumb fuck. Well, he's got me pegged, doesn't he? Some of these, see, I don't get upset with criticism. I laugh at it because, dude, you're taking time to show me attention, and the fact that my fat ass drew this much attention from one video made me laugh so hard. Sam White, and he's edited this comment. British fans are the best fans in wrestling today. So more creative, and it makes it more entertaining. UK fans are so much better than the American fans. Shut up, you prick. And also, it's called football, not soccer. Okay, here's my problem with your argument. If you feel like you have to chant to make it more entertaining, then that speaks for the wrestling. That says that the wrestling is not entertaining enough to where you feel the need to start acting like morons. What does that say for the product? Ashton Mitchell writes, so are us Brits meant to do the same generic "This is awesome" chant? You do the same "This is awesome" chant. I've heard it before. And if you're gonna take the piss out of the chant, please say it correctly. I don't know how to say it correctly. It's so stupid I don't want to say it correctly. We make these shows even better. The American crowds are 70% dead. It's not your job to make a show better. You're the fans. You could put the most over wrestler in the ring and they wouldn't react. And telling us to get a life when you're moaning about the fucking crowd for one fucking amazing chant. Also, P.S. we play football. Football! It ain't soccer, mate. Well, first of all, I'm not your mate. Second of all, it's fucking soccer. Jose Daniel Del Bosque writes, I'd rather be in a UK crowd any day of the week. I'm jealous that the crowds here aren't as energetic and creative as the UK crowds. I wonder what these people think about Japanese crowds who actually respect the product enough to kind of quiet things down. Champion Plays with a Z, what are we, in 1998? Calls me a fucking yank. Hey, do we not forget that we kicked your ass and stole this country from you? Actually, you came and our ancestors stole it from the Native Americans, but anyway, we kicked your ass in 1776, guys. Liam Noog, or Nudge, I know it's been a while, but I'll explain this to you. We chant for the people/team we support, whether they're winning or losing. If your team concedes a goal, then there's a pause. Then you chant louder when they're losing because you're supporting who you like and who you want to get back into it. Or, if you know the team/person you like isn't going to win, then you entertain yourself by chanting silly stuff rather than sitting there doing nothing, being bored. And then he goes, look, that may work in soccer, which in an American, if I'm bored and I know my team's going to lose, I get the fuck up and leave because I have better shit to do than worry myself over that. And you're clearly talking about soccer here. You're not talking about wrestling. It's totally different when it comes to wrestling because I believe that a crowd chanting that shit takes away from the product. Hamza Salim, it's people like you who stay dead silent during matches and ruin the atmosphere. Not true. British wrestling fans are creative. It's not your job to be creative. They make the matches even more great with their creative chants. If you think that they need to make it more great, what does that say about the match to begin with? Syrian Johnson just says, ha ha ha, this is amazing. John Riley, you'd rather have us be like a Monday Night Raw crowd and just sit there. No, I'd like you to go cheer, boo, yay, this is awesome, whatever. Not sit there and go, hey, Bailey. You know, shit like that. Let's see, on the Kappa killed the FTC, or Kappa and the FTC killed the the YouTube star. What if you marked your whole channel as one way and changed a few videos as the other way? Would they go after the other videos that weren't consistent with your channel? And I replied back to him, this is why we need a more clear, fleshed out version of the law. And I believe within the last few weeks they're trying to flesh it out and make it better. Let's see here. My True Life I'm a Pro Wrestler video. Ligas84. The first time I saw this, John Cena stuck out. And look who he is now. He wasn't that back then. Yeah, I much prefer the prototype character. Okay. This one, the UK fans think I'm a racist. And this was because I was called a racist in that why the UK fans ruined it video. First off, being European is not a race. It's being a nationality. So I'm not racist. I think I'm nationalist in that I have more US pride than UK pride, naturally, because I fucking live here and we kicked your ass way back in the day. He says, we the UK invented fucking wrestling. The Greeks invented wrestling, you moron. Ooh, you speak our language, LOL. Listen, if you think you hate British wrestling fans at arenas, wait till we get WrestleMania in the UK. You'll be blowing a gasket. You're right, I won't even watch it because of this factor. And I don't think you'll ever get WrestleMania in the UK just because of the time difference. Let's see, the Nintendo Switch is the best video game for truckers. Kevin B1821 writes, I'm really thinking of being a trucker. I just don't know how to get started. I don't have any kids or a girlfriend, so I feel like it would be easy for me to be on the road all the time. I just don't know how to become one. I have a clean driving records and no tickets since 2008. If you're going to get into the truck driving business, now is the time to do it because there is a driver shortage. Do not become an owner-operator. It's not worth the money. I see these 50-year-old men out here bitching about how they're broke when their truck breaks down. Go find a local community college that actually has a truck driver school or truck driver class built into it. If you're in Virginia, Southside Virginia Community College is the one that I went to back in 2011. And do not go to Roadmasters. Whatever you do, their interest rates are sky high. They will own your money after this. Prime Inc. does have a good truck driving program that helps you get your CDL. That's where I got mine when I came back to the industry 2 years ago. I will tell you, though, that when you complete their program, you're required to work for them for at least 1 year. And I regret doing their lease purchase program because I only stayed there for 1 year. I highly recommend just being a company driver for 1 year. It's going to be a pain in the ass, and no, you're not going to make as much money as if you were leasing, but at least you don't have to worry about doing taxes, and you know when your home time is not going to cost you money. So I would recommend, first off, either going to community college, or second of all, going to Prime Inc., or find like CR England, helps people get their license. If you go through a company to get your license, you're going to be locked into working for them for at least a year. Werner now will help you get your CDL, but I believe they use Roadmasters, so do not use them. No wife and no kids, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're not going to get homesick. You will. Promoting AEW Double or Nothing. Somebody asked me if I drive for WWE. No, I don't. The True Life I'm a Pro Wrestler video. Walter Harris writes, Luscious Lucy would later be known as Lufisto. Exactly. I heard she's retiring soon, but I hope she holds off because AEW is about to take off. And they're recruiting talent that are the opposite of which WWE works for. That might be Lufisto's last chance to perform on a mainstream wrestling platform. She deserves this. I guarantee, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I believe she did retire. And that sucks because I am a huge Lufisto fan. If Luffy, if you're watching this, or if anybody's directed you this, AEW is the place where you need to be. The one where the video, Joe is not charmed by the Charmed reboot, boycott this garbage. Kid Deus, or Deus, writes, LOL, kids today won't get what it's like to be normal. No, they won't. Again, the True Life I'm a Pro Wrestler. That's my second biggest video. Sean's Derby Den writes, good old Rory Fox still wrestling today for CEW. Then Jack Nolan, the frustrating double screen constant video commentary interruption from this person is beyond obnoxious. So horribly painful. This is funny. If you're trying to watch this documentary, it's because you've already discovered, it's completely disappeared from the internet. This oh shit. I can't even read this. This seems to be the only current availability for this documentary. Clearly, this has been done by the hand of WWE to erase the memory of the Triple H-China relationship. A great documentary if you could... Oh, man, I got tears. I'm laughing so hard. A great documentary if you could put up with the torturous narration of Fat Guy Francis. If you don't know, he's comparing me to a character that Boogie 2988 does. Where he's basically a fat, mentally challenged guy. He talks like this. Hey guys, this is Francis. I tell him thanks for the comparison to Boogie 2988. That's actually flattering. Also, he goes, you're very welcome. I have your attention. Atlas was Soul Patrol Tag Team Champions with Rocky Johnson, not SD Jones. You're correct in that. Yeah, you caught me. Sorry. But I think I was, honestly, when I made that video, I want to say it was like 4 a.m. So I was half asleep anyway. But some of these people, y'all kill me. Petro and Rochelle, Illinois, fleet managers are idiots. Jason Fortenberry goes, hey, Trucker Joe, just want to give you a heads up that if you come back this way, our parking lot fills up faster now due to Road Ranger across the street kicking out Pilot. He goes, sorry about that, just watch your video. A coworker suggested me to look up Rochelle, Illinois, Petro and watch some of the vids. I decided to watch this one first. Thank you. Those who don't know, Road Ranger is they primarily operate in the Midwest, although there is one in Arkansas that I passed on the way here. They're a chain of truck stops, and they used to be part of the Pilot fuel network. So you could go there and get fuel and run your Pilot card. They would take the Pilot shower credits. You could use your points there. But in 2019, Pilot dissolved its partnership with them. So now Road Ranger is independent. Therefore, not many people are stopping at them anymore because you can't get fuel there, which is sad because some of those Road Rangers are actually very, very nice stops. My video where I talk about WWE rehiring Bruce Pritchard, what about, that's only this guy's name, writes, if people pay the known price, it's not a con. A con involves somebody knowing something or having a difference sprung up on them at the last minute without previous knowledge. You could skip the ads, and ads are 3 minutes at the most. Plus, Meltzer and his crew know nothing but drooling over the Young Bucks and arcade game wrestling. I agree with you on that. Will Captain Marvel be the MCU's first bomb? Coin toss election writes on that video. Not a fan of the Devil Horn 666 T-shirt. He's referring to the Too Sweet Me shirt that I have. That shit is satanic symbolism. What do you call it a Young Bucks? What the fuck is that about? So apparently doing this is satanic. Or this rather is satanic. McRib Prime. The names of some of these people. Talking about Brie Larson here. After her sexist and racist comments made in the recent weeks, I've canceled my Captain Marvel tickets. And if she continues to preach this hateful spite every chance she gets, I won't be seeing Endgame either. I refuse to support any form of racism and sexism to the actors/actresses who preach this spiteful crap. Disney and the Russo brothers, I'm shocked and stunned that you support sexism and racism. Miss Larson has been incredibly toxic towards members of the fan base, and if this had been a male actor, I'm sure you would view your distaste towards these sexist and racist comments. Amen, McRib Prime. Amen. Driving a truck for WWE, Sean Moosup writes, we as trucks get looked upon as trash. You as trucks? You mean we as truckers. We could change how they feel, can't change how they feel. However, I run into these guys and nothing but respect. I love to do it for the experience and have good skills. I'm also a trainer, not boasting, but I like to gloat. And then stagecall.com, Justin Johnson writes, hey, go there and fill out an application. True Life, I'm a pro wrestler. Ditka, Matt is a great heel. Yes, he was. Yes, Solomonster. I would like fries with that. Brian Carmel writes, Solomon was right. Somebody goes for the True Life video. Phantomus, been here since 2005. Only has 200 subs. I have more subs than you and I don't create anything. And of course, I didn't know I'd reached 200. Sorry, holy shit, when did I reach 200 subs? The True Life, I'm a Pro Wrestler video. Champ Matthew writes, the commentary by this dude is tragic. My reaction to the James Ellsworth situation. Hot Rock Nation said that the girl could be full of shit. Let's see here. The Grimm's Toy Show, from the What Pissed Me Off Today video about the Grimm's Toy Show body shames Nia Jax. Armageddon 1981 goes, honestly, I think he has, of this message, 1 million plus subscribers. I've watched his content and I have to say you're right. As shaking my head. I was pissed when he did that at the Royal Rumble, but all of his pay-per-view vlogs, he's an obnoxious dude. He even lets his fans disrespect his wife in front of him. A sellout for views and subs. I agree with you about the ring gear. She's super friggin' thick. Grimm's real name is David Hitchens. I stand by this. Grimm's Toy Show is fucking obnoxious. He's fucking stupid. It's the same wrestling that AEW would promote. And I'm sorry, what kind of a grown man, lives in such a shitty-ass looking house but has that many action figures? And his wife is just way too hot for him anyway. NC Styles writes on the driving a truck for WWE video, $110 a day? What the fuck? That's only $770 a week. That ain't shit. If they work 50 weeks, that's only $38,000 a year. They're getting fucked. At other trucking companies, you can make over 1.4 a week. Well, what trucking company is that? I could guarantee you're probably an owner-operator and getting paid a certain percentage of the load as opposed to being paid by the mile. Let's see here. On my trucking update video 2 years ago, Jennifer Gallo goes, "It's so much fun sharing a room with a stranger when you are a grown adult. I've been there also and hated it. Best wishes on everything." That was when I was staying in the at the Campus Inn for Prime. And yeah, trucking companies, again, if you want to be a trucker, you have to time you're going to go to an orientation. And they're going to send you, most of the time, via Greyhound bus to wherever their headquarters are. And you're going to end up having to share a hotel room. I remember when I tried going to Swift's driving school, they put you in a hotel room with 4 military-style cots. And you end up sharing a hotel room with 4 different guys. It sucks. Let's see here. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it there. There's a ton more. But I'm going to go ahead and call it there. This video's been going on for 30 minutes. So yeah, just a few of the bad comments, some of the good comments, some of the comments asking me questions. If you have a question about the trucking industry, I'm no expert. I'm guaranteeing right now, I'm no expert. I can only give you my opinion on things. Leave a comment below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Remember, if you do see a trucker on the road, if you see a big rig on the road, do not tailgate us. Give us plenty of room. Let us over if we need to get over, if we're signaling to get over. If you can't see our mirrors, we can't see you, and we'll see you down the road.